Hey, everybody, welcome to the year-end Noise Brigade Super Show. Wow, that was really stilted and drawn out. I'm sorry, that sucked. But hey, I'm Bobby. He's Tom. We've got some friends with us. This is going to be fun. How the hell's it going, guys?
Yo, what's going on? I'd say let's just introduce our guests. How about in the order they appeared?
Sure.
All right.
All right, so we've got Brock Frazier, we've got Danielle Walker, and we've got Richard Gregorio.
Anyone want to say hi, or are they just not really there?
Oh, I'm here. Hi.
All right, so that's Brock. That's Danielle.
Hello.
There's Rich.
All right. Hey, that's a good start considering there's 5 of us on at the same time. We've never done this, but first and foremost, thank you for spending some time with us and recording this. Who knows what this is going to turn out to be? But at some point during the year, you guys did some podding with us. So we're just kind of trying to do a follow-up and figured we could, see what's new. And then I'm sure we'll just start talking about whatever. Maybe at some point, Richie and Bobby will get into a fight over Kevin Smith.
Sweet.
It might happen, man. I mean, hey, listen, if that happens, though, we do have to take our shirts off. I think that's a law now when you fight.
Only one of us, because then it'd be like shirts versus skin, so we know whose side's on who.
Okay, fair enough. All right, that'll work. But if you take off your shirt, we're not going to know whether you're wearing another shirt or whether you're skins.
This is true. So you take off your shirt and I'll take off my pants and it'll balance out.
All right, sounds good. Sounds about right.
Rules of engagement done.
Yes.
Well, we've established that. What a great episode, guys. It's been fun.
Just gave Vince McMahon an idea.
What makes it even funnier on my side is that Brock is right between them on my screen.
See now, when I look on my screen, it's me and Tom on the bottom and you 3 on top. And Brock's in the middle. Brock's Lucky Pierre.
On mine, me and Tom are on bottom here.
That's right.
You guys up top.
You guys are the power bottoms.
We've been going for like 2 minutes.
Have you guys enjoyed working for the school system?
Well,
it was fun, actually. If we could be, it was at Lance Storm, right, Bob? If I could be serious for a moment. No, actually, really early on in the days of your pod here, Bob, which became our pod, and then almost earlier this evening it became mine.
Was it back when it was known as My Stupid Little Life?
Yeah, I think it was right around the time of you getting onto that one. So I had introduced you to Brock here, who I know Brock. We run in the same circles, don't we, Brock?
Yeah. Sometimes squares, triangles,
But Brock is a tech aficionado, esports genius, and that was the kind of the reason why he was on here before. Brock, I know the last time you were on here, I kind of just introduced you and I left because it really wasn't my deal to be on it at the time. But you had Lucas, right?
Recently Lucas. Yeah, went on, graduated, went to Illinois.
No, he was on, but he recorded with you last time, didn't he? Yeah. So do you have a follow up on what Lucas is up to?
He he graduated out, signed over with Illinois Wesleyan, got a scholarship to play on their Overwatch team. He went in as a main tank and switched over to main support, ended up doing a lot better. They just got second in one of the big tournaments collegiate wise. But yeah, he switched his major from business to band, and he's looking to actually advance in that field further with like education purposes and things like that. So I think eventually he's wanting to either maybe come back to Massac or kind of give back somewhere wherever he chooses. But that's his path right now.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So wait a minute. So majoring went there on a scholarship in esports?
Yep.
That school's a lot different than mine went.
Yeah, dude.
Now he was in band. He's been in band all of his life too. But um, between his academics and esports, he was able to afford to go to
That's
IWU,
cool.
and they have a really good band, program. And he went in thinking, okay, I'm gonna do business, but he got involved in some things and met some other people, and really wanted to switch back to his original, passion, and kind of further go into education and probably esports, I'd imagine. I mean, he's starting to do some shoutcasting with IHSEA, and he's just getting more and more involved with it.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that he's doing well and thriving away at school.
And the for those uninitiated, what is the IHSEA, Brock?
Illinois High School, it's like Esports Association. It's kind of like IHSA, but just the esports division of it right now. And we just got done with Rocket League and Overwatch, but they do Rocket League, Overwatch, Valorant, Super Smash Bros, League of Legends, and Fortnite right now. And we're getting ready to gear up for our Smash and Fortnite seasons, I think, coming out of Christmas break. But they're also involved in the IHSA side of it, where a couple of them are on the advisory panel for that. So it's kind of one big melting pot that'll all come together, hopefully, with IHSA officially adapting esports into a state student activity now. So hopefully IHSCA will start running their program and their tournaments and things through their divisions and such. But it's kind of in the early process. IHSA is just starting to do their first tournament in April this year. So we're going to kind of see how that goes. But I do onboarding for IHSCA as well. I actually had an onboarding GM training about a couple hours ago with some new schools coming in through the state. And now that IHSA has adapted it, we've gotten well over 100 schools throughout Illinois already on board, ready to go. So it's just going to keep growing and growing.
And mind everyone here that about 5 years ago, I told Brock that he was absolutely insane for even considering this.
Yep.
I did, straight up.
You and Mr. Hayes both. Yep.
Yep. And now, to see that, kind of on that foundational level, now that there's over 100 schools just involved in that, is just phenomenal.
Yeah, we're in line to sign probably 3 more kids if they choose to go to IWU or Murray State the end of this school year as of right now. And we could get more because we've still got 4 or 5 seasons to go through.
That's so cool. Yeah, no, and we'll kind of get back around to the other big news on that one, as far as what you've done through the help of the city as well. But now I know Richie. I know the times that Bobby and I were on here, we're talking like retro gaming and stuff. I know, is any of the games, as far as what Brock was talking about, Overwatch or Rocket League, any of that stuff resonate with you?
The last company I worked for, we played Rocket League and Super Smash, but I was not good at either of them and got destroyed by all the college age kids that we had, especially when we had Drexel co-ops. No, I don't even think it's competitive. Like Unreal Tournament was like the last good competitive game I ever played. I am watching Minecraft videos with my nephew now. We watch Wisp, which is awesome. But no, I
Tell me you don't watch that friggin' what is the MMO, popular MMOs with Pat and Jen?
no, this is the only one I watch, and it's just this
Okay,
weird British guy who does mods on Minecraft, so that's why it's entertaining.
Oh, is it the dude that has like all the animal people with him? Like Stampy Cat and crap?
No, this guy's
Okay.
kind of like by himself.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
I know Danielle watches a lot of gaming videos.
Not Minecraft.
No, but
I mean, unless like they do little videos when I'm teaching code, but like
not that. Like your stuff though
don't.
is like more like Sims 4 and
Yeah.
What was the stuff that you introduced me to that was really funny?
That was a group. It was like a group of people that got really popular over like that weird time of COVID where everybody was playing Among Us, and they did like Among Us videos. And when Among Us started to go down, they got into GTA Online, and some of the videos that they like did were like totally not appropriate, but like hilarious, like absolutely hilarious. Yeah, so I watch those like a TV show.
Sounds like me with Devil Artemis.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that yet?
Mm-mm.
All right, so that's dude took Cell from Dragon Ball Z, and I think he's using Gary's mod to animate everything, but it's Cell and Kermit, and Kermit is supposed to be his pet, but he's always just trying to get laid.
Classic.
Yeah,
Like
so it resonates with me. You know, I feel it on a deep personal level.
I've never watched any Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. Well, that's not true. I watched Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z, I've never watched any of, but a friend at work a couple of jobs ago turned me on to Dragon Ball Abridged,
Yes.
which is awesome. Yes.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Abridged is great.
I like Dragon Fruit.
Dragon Fruit is good.
Good talk. Good talk.
I like
The first time I had Dragon Fruit, it was in a Snapple juice form from Bob, and we mixed it with some kind of alcohol. And I forget what it was.
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze. You're welcome, Rich.
yeah, I got that from Tom.
And it was at whatever the college you were going to in AC. I can't think of it.
Stockton.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna say, Bob.
Was that the night that we figured out that you ate your feelings?
Oh, hey, right.
I don't remember.
Man.
We just
Yeah,
went Stockton too. We went to. This is going off on a tangent, so never mind. I'll wait till later.
Go ahead.
This whole episode is tangents.
I was going to say it was my mom's birthday, so we went to go see Penn and Teller in Atlantic City last weekend.
Oh,
and
cool.
we passed Stockton College as we were going there. That's what had me think of that. Like, Bob went there.
Yeah.
I was there with him a couple of times.
Yeah,
I remember
times.
Bob.
That was fun.
Good old Stockton.
We were young once.
If we were, it's a shame.
I've been feeling old. I just had to go I'm getting progressive lenses in my glasses.
Are you?
I can't see up close anymore. Yeah, I have to take off my glasses like to read things and stuff.
Oh crap! I have a feeling I'm heading that direction too.
The doctor told me that. I told him it happened when I turned 40. He goes, "Yep, it's like a switch. It's like as soon as you turn 40, yeah."
I, knock wood, have not had that issue yet. So,
Did you tell them about Katie's basketball game?
Which one?
Where we were sitting so far up that we didn't even notice that she had been put into the game.
Yeah, yeah. So
neither of us could see.
Yeah, so we went to a away game. It was actually at Paducah Middlebrook, and we were sitting all the way up, and it was not like the gyms were huge or anything, but we were intently paying attention because Katie only goes in whenever they're either getting beat pretty badly or it's like just finishing off a half, regardless of how the score is. And we both watched and, everything. At the end of the game, she comes up and is like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, we both were like, "You didn't play." I was like, good job practicing. She's like, "You didn't see me out the end of the first half?" And I was like, we both looked at each other like, "No."
She played 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
See, that's where I would have been like, "Oh yeah, good job. You did great."
I dunked 3 times, Dad.
Yeah, we're like parents of the year on that one. It was like, sorry.
We were like, we were so far up there that like neither of us could see the numbers on their backs.
No. No, and it was funny because we met an old coworker there whose daughter played on the other team, and I asked him, I was like, "So what's the jersey number?" And he gave me some number, and like comes back like 5 minutes later, and it's like, "Oh no, it's this one." It's like, so like no one was paying attention to anything,
right? Dude, so again, it's a complete tangent, but I just looked to my left and I saw this, and I have to bring this up because I bought a brand new still wrapped Sega Dreamcast game from Target in the year of our Lord 2021.
Really?
Discuss. Yes.
We try to figure out what game it is.
No, because you'll never get it because I didn't even know it was a game until I saw it, and I was just like, "Oh, it looks kind of interesting." And I don't have many Dreamcast games. It's called Demolition Racer, No Exit, and it says
that was going to be my guess. Damn it!
Ration original soundtrack and remixes by Cirrus, Fear Factory, Empyrean, and Coffee Boys.
Coffee Boys.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell Coffee Boys are, but it sounds vaguely racist.
Well, how much did that set you back?
$25
At Target?
Yeah,
For a Dreamcast game.
for a Dreamcast game. It was
This year.
It was online. Yeah, on the Target app.
Oh, I thought you
was
like went into the
through a
store.
No, it was through a third party retailer, so I guess it's kind of cheating. But it was on the Target app, so I kind of count it.
That's not kind of cheating. That is cheating.
Yeah, Bob.
Boo.
What a cheater.
But here's the bad.
No buts. It wasn't Target.
No, it was Target. You shut up. No, I'm gonna read. No, I'm gonna read the back of this, and I have a microphone, and well, you have a microphone too. But there's still nothing you can do.
Can we mute other people?
I think
I
can.
was just looking to see that.
Tom probably can, but I am not going to be kicked off my own damn podcast.
While he's doing that, I bought a bootleg Sega CD game off of Etsy that was really nicely printed.
You know what?
Off Etsy?
Yeah, going back to Penn and Teller. Yeah, they had an unreleased Sega CD game, and it was finished, so it leaked online finished, and people have actually printed out that like everything was leaked, the artwork and everything. So people have had it professionally printed out, and the discs pressed with the art on them, so it looks like an official release.
Is it Desert Bus?
It's the one that has Desert Bus. It's a collection of games. It's 2 discs. One's mini games, and the other one's an adventure game starring Penn and Teller, featuring Lou Reed and Debbie Harry, because Penn was dating Debbie Harry at the time.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I feel like the Angry Video Game Nerd did a video on that. I know
everyone's done a video on Desert Bus, but yeah.
But I thought he did the whole package.
He may have. We were talking about things sucking earlier before we started. His videos have been lousy lately too. He just did a series on LJN though games that was good. When I worked, my first job out of high school was at a law firm, and I was just doing help desk, and then I managed their printer fleet. And as I was walking around one day, he was sitting in our lobby because apparently one of our lawyers was his lawyer.
That's cool.
So that was kind of cool. So I got to say hi.
Yeah. Did you tell him you recognized him from the videos? Or
that was the only thing to recognize him from at the time. I mean, this would have been like the early 2000s.
Oh,
this was like right out of high school. I'm sorry.
Have you played his game?
I think I have the first one. I haven't played it long. If I had,
I think they released like an updated remastered version or something for the Switch.
Yeah, I think he's got like 2 or 3 of them now.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but eventually I might.
Brock, did you ever have a Sega CD?
I had Genesis.
No CD?
No, I think I went from that to probably PlayStation N64 after that. Super Nintendo had one of them, of course.
I had 2 Segas. I had this Model 1 and the Model 2, and I got them both from Craigslist. And the Model 1 was cursed, where the only disc it ever played was the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch Make My Video. No other discs worked in it. It was so weird.
Get out. That's terrible. What was wrong? Were you ever able to figure out what was wrong with it?
No, I still have it in a box downstairs somewhere. I'm guessing the laser's it was the first one had a 1X laser, and it was just beat. The second one's definitely the better one. If you're going to get one, get the second one. Actually, if you're going to get one now, they make it goes in the cartridge slot, but it emulates the Sega CD.
Oh, the Kirk's EverDrive?
I forget something like that, yeah. No, it's not the EverDrive. It's made by the Terror Onion people, so it's a little nicer than the EverDrive.
Oh, okay. Because
it does the CD games too.
Is it more? I'm assuming it's more expensive.
Oh, it's definitely more expensive. Yeah, I don't have one yet, but yes.
Okay.
I've been debating. Like I said, I mentioned to you guys before that my basement flooded, so I had to get it refinished and all this other crap done. So as I'm unboxing stuff and putting it back on the shelf, I'm debating selling all my unboxed games and just going with Mega Drive or EverDrive cartridges or stuff like that.
It makes
Cleaning it out.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I've debated doing that. Now, I don't have nearly the collection that you do, but I've been debating on whether or not to get rid of my physical cartridges and just go completely EverDrive. But
I think now's the time. I think the prices are. I mean, they might still go higher. I don't know, or they may have peaked, but I don't think they're going down. So I think now would be the time to sell.
yeah, and of course, I literally just yesterday got in the mail Maximum Carnage and Separation Anxiety for the Genesis.
Well, you made a mistake not getting them for the Super Nintendo, so that's your fault.
No, I'll fight you on that.
There we go.
Shirts off.
I got the Green Jelly soundtrack on vinyl for Maximum Carnage.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, it was. I think it was released last year, maybe the year before. I saw it on eBay. That was really expensive, and then I looked it up. I did a quick Google search, and turns out you can still get it from the website of the manufacturer.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm thinking about doing too with I got the Switch controllers. I got the Genesis one and one of the SNES ones and the NES pack. And I started thinking about it after I got them, and I'm like, I feel like it's just better to play with the Pro controller.
Yes, except for like the only one of them I want to get, and you can't get them right now, is the N64 one.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
The one, but I'm not signing up for Nintendo Online Plus either.
They got me.
Did they? It's so expensive.
I know. It's just money.
Yeah.
Hey,
you can only buy so many prostitutes.
Jesus.
Hey, Danielle, we had you on here, speaking of video games, doing simulation games. You got any updates on anything that you've played or any fun stories since we've last had you on about that one?
Not that I can think of.
Are you still playing? You're still playing Planet Zoo, right?
Yeah.
So, one of the things I always tell Danielle whenever she's playing this, like to let off some steam, is just to like remove a wall and just let a lion loose. I just really want to watch that happen.
Well, then you can create your own zoo and you can do that.
No.
Because even if like a flamingo gets loose, like the people like start running through the zoo like a dangerous animal escaped.
See, what you need to do, you need to play that Jurassic Park game that came out.
There is actually people that have modded Planet Zoo to like add dinosaurs to it. So you could have like a zoo with dinosaurs.
That's cool.
But I have no interest in that.
Why
dinosaurs?
Yeah. You should play. Yeah, you should do that. You should put like a T-Rex right next to the penguins.
As I said, you could do your own zoo and you could put dinosaurs in there.
It takes too much time. I'd rather see you ruin your own.
No, not going to happen. I've worked on that for like 2 years. I'm not.
No matter how well she places those dinosaurs, nature will find a way.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, Brock. I know Bobby and I and Danielle had a good simulation game conversation several months ago on here. And I wanted to ask you this before, just kind of even off air, just kind of more of a curiosity. In the esports realm, is there any kind of, anything with any kind of simulation game or in that realm at all? Just out of curiosity.
I mean, directly with the stuff that we're doing competitively, no. But I'm sure I know there's probably something out there where they're doing different competitions. I know NASEF does some one-off things for different scholarship opportunities, and they'll do like creative builds and survival and sim stuff with that too. So kind of yes and no. Yeah. Because they're trying to promote not just the kids that are involved in being just a gamer, but those that want to be creative as well. So they're trying to pull them in on that too. Plus, they've got curriculum and things out for like entrepreneurship and shoutcasting media. So they're wanting to really build off just, someone looking outside in thinking you just got to be a gamer to go on. But I'm sure there's something out there, but not directly with IHSA or IHSCA that I know of.
Can you imagine competitive civilization, though? It'd take like 9 days to finish and be like the most boring thing to watch.
Oh, dude, yeah. It would be like watching grass grow.
And
Yeah.
and that's funny that you say that too, because that was going to be my next question. And I know that there's more of a thing for this, because I know Richie and I and Bob had a nice 2-episode deal earlier this year on just retro gaming. For the esports world, maybe high school that you see, or just in general, what are the retro games that tend to come up?
Like competitively, or just the ones that people want to play?
Competitively, or even like you said that the Sims could potentially throw a one-off for some opportunity down the road for a student or whatever,
Yeah, so I mean, Minecraft comes up, and that's not really retro. I'm just saying that's one of them that's more one-off. But anything Smash Bros. All the way back to the first one in '64, you get a lot of students who are really passionate about it, so they go back and play the titles that they didn't grow up playing like we did. So that's one of them. Mario Kart is probably in that same way.
What about speed runs in the competitive?
Yeah,
space?
yeah. Again, not. You see that more like a lot of streaming. They'll do a lot of speed runs, and then we do like when we do charity events. We've actually got a student that wants to do retro style games like that and for speed runs, and just he's kind of wanting to sit down and everybody pick a game, and it can be anything as long as it's appropriate, obviously for school. And then we stream it and then do it for charity and give back to the most recent one was to maybe give some relief fund to Mayfield because they got hit with all the tornadoes and stuff. So we may do something like that coming out of Christmas break. But yeah, I mean, anything that you can speed run, especially with Twitch streaming nowadays, you can get on there and play almost anything and get an audience. But as far as retro, if it reflects what is being competitive now, they'll go back and play it. Like Halos and stuff. There's the new Infinite Wars is out, so some of the kids are going back and playing the original Halo and some of the others. And to me, that's not retro, but to them, it is. When you say retro, I think playing like River Raid off, on Atari or something. But they think some of them games because they grew up not even knowing what they were or didn't experience them like I did. That they're retro, so they'll go back and play different things. I'm working on was that Launchbox and a Hyperspin builds for the esports kids too to. And you guys was talking about the CDs and stuff, the ones playing it. I think I just got Launchbox to play some of the PlayStation games not too long ago. So I'm going to try to introduce a lot of those quote unquote retro games to them. Hopefully they'll kind of get on. Maybe we can do speed runs and things like that.
I'm thinking Doom 2, and Duke Nukem multiplayer. Like if you're talking about like Overwatch and stuff.
Yeah. See, I would think, I think Turok. We played a lot of Turok on N64, GoldenEye.
I would skip Turok and go right to GoldenEye.
Well, yeah, GoldenEye is better than that for sure. We played probably way more than Turok by any means, but we did play some multiplayer Turok. I think it was Turok 2 that was multiplayer. I can't remember if the first one was, but that was the same time as Duke Nukem and then Unreal. I mean, we played all that stuff. Mario Kart, Smash, anything that we can all go and hang out at somebody's house and just sit and play games all night.
Are you younger than us?
Brock's probably the what? No, Brock, you're the same age as Danielle, right?
I think so. 39.
Okay.
No, he's older.
Oh, okay.
By a few months.
No,
right?
no. I'm 25.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
All right,
Yeah.
so what I would love to see speed run, and I don't necessarily think you can, but I'd love to see some of the old beat 'em ups. But I think that it's kind of like, like paced out by how the screen scrolls and how the enemies appear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I laughed, because I just pictured in my head, like, I don't know, like speed running Streets of Rage or something.
Yeah.
That just makes me laugh. Like I just can't. Like it just seems like it would just take forever.
Yeah.
Text adventures, speedrun
Yeah.
text adventures.
Yeah. No. Even better. Speedrun, what is it called? Skyrim for Amazon Alexa.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God.
There we go. That's the one. That's the moneymaker right there.
It's funny though, some of the stuff that we've talked about this year in gaming and stuff, and really kind of all goes back around to. It's funny. I think all of us, in our own way, more than others, have just that passion, and I think that's the thing that makes it interesting, seeing the kids that Brock works with, and just to see the passion for the games that are out now. But then, Brock, like you said, though, trying to get that passion back, maybe for the games that were interesting to us when we were younger. To maybe see something like a speed runner. I just think that, you and I have always talked about this, just doing any kind of familiarity to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's so cool. It just kind of, it all goes back around to a passion, and I don't know, it's really cool stuff.
I think it'd be just neat to go in and go, okay, randomize, pick a game, and just compete in it. Just, I don't care if you've ever seen it, heard of it, nothing. Just play, and we play for like a little prize. I think like, I think like the movie Grandma's Boy, where they bring in the DDR machine and they,
Yes.
oh, what's this? Oh, what's high score mean? But I know when I was doing A school, we had a free day. Some of the kids, they were doing really well. They were, they were caught up on their stuff, and it was around the holidays. We let them bring in some of their systems, and one of the kids brought in their 360, and they were sitting there playing Street Fighter, and he was sitting there just beating up everybody, and he was like, "Oh, you want to play?" And I'm like, "Nah, I don't know if I've ever played this game. I've clearly played Street Fighter." So he finally talks me into it, and I stand up, and I he didn't touch me one time, being like 3 games in a row. But it's like that, bringing some of them older games in and playing it with the newer generations and going, like I always think, like, man, you guys complain about, Dark Souls and stuff like that being hard. Go back and play some of the old Nintendo games, where you don't have a save, you don't have, you didn't have memory cartridges or anything like that. Just go and beat that in one run. Have fun.
One of
Ninja
the
Gaiden.
talking about high scores and stuff. One of the things that I think it came out the year before last. There's a new company called Audacity Games, which was founded by David Crane and Gary Kitchen, who are two old school game developers, and they're publishing new Atari games. But one of the things they're doing with it is, after you finish the games, it gives you a QR code that you can scan and post your high scores online. So
Nice.
it adds this whole competitive scene to it. And because, I mean, even at the time, these guys, David Crane was one of the founders of Activision. So they, even back in the 80s, got the most out of the Atari. So now they're still pumping out, like, just, I mean, it looks as good as an Atari game's ever going to look. So it's a fun game. Yeah, and I don't know if you can get a kid involved with an Atari game anymore, but for somebody who played them when they were a kid, this new scoreboard system's been kind of cool.
Now, is that all coming out for the VCS?
No, this is the original Atari. So you could either get a ROM for an emulator, or you could get it on cartridge.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
That's awesome.
I'd seen the new, I don't know if they're re-releases or what they're
And
doing.
the VCS is a scam. The VCS is a scam. Well, not a scam. It's overpriced for what it is. It's just like, it was going to be so much more, but I think what finally came out was a Android box where you could boot it up into like a Linux mode that they're calling their compute. I forget exactly what the term is, but you can kind of install whatever on it. So it's got a nice front end, but it's just an Android box, and it's like $400. So you could get, an Xbox or a PS5 for just a little bit more.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was signed up for it when it initially got announced, and as I saw what it turned into, I canceled everything. But I had seen that they were releasing actual new, like, VCS cartridges, not for that, for the original, like the 2600.
Yeah.
Did they? Are they releasing games like that? Like, have they been doing that?
Well, Audacity was supposed to have 2 out by now, but they've only had 1 out, which is it's called Circus Convoy. You're wow, what would they call it? Like a stuntman, I guess, in a circus. and you're jumping across trucks that are traveling to the next destination for the circus. And certain trucks have certain mini games inside of them, and that's been pretty cool. The other big one, well, it's not a big one, but there's supposed to be a new Intellivision coming out. That's turned into a big brouhaha. I don't know how you'd put it, but a mess. It's turned into a mess. Yep, the Amico.
Oh God. Ugh.
I think we talked. Did we talk about
Yeah, we
that?
talked about it a few episodes ago, and again, we won't get into Tommy Tallarico's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into that one, but we talked about that, and it's just a disaster because the thing that we talked about was, you don't actually own the game; you own a code.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They announced they were coming out with physical media. I forget. I think they didn't call it physical media. They called it physical something, but they put them out before the console's out, and it's just apparently it's a really flimsy cardboard box with basically a trading card inside of it, and the trading card has a NFC code on it to unlock the game on the console whenever it comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm out on that. The one that I was excited about, but it's become an issue of time management and all that is the Evercade.
Okay.
That looked really cool. Did you see that?
That looked like but again,
the one for the TV, not just the handheld one.
Yeah, that looked more like just another emulation system. Like I had a Retron 5, and it seemed like something similar where it's just puts the games on it. There's I don't Pocket Boy, is that what it's called? There's a new handheld that's either out or coming out.
So there's the Evercade, the one I'm talking about.
No.
Okay, so no, are you talking about the Analog Pocket?
No, there's another one that's original. The Analog Pocket's cool.
Yeah.
That's an FPGA based one that looks awesome. That now, if you haven't pre-ordered it yet, you're not getting it till 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I almost did. I almost pulled the trigger, but I just couldn't swallow the price tag. It was just a little too.
Yeah, this other one, I think it's put out by the same people that puts out those little pocket synthesizers, like the music things, and I can't think of the name of the company, but it has like a crank on it and stuff, and it's like an original.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that looked cool.
See, it's called the Playdate, right?
That's it. Yeah, Play Something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. See, I couldn't get behind that one.
I like the idea of it being all original. That was kind of cool.
No, I agree. Like the whole idea of it and it just seemed really cool, but with the price and the screen and the idea of possibly using a crank to play games, I don't know, man. It was just too experimental for me to want to get involved with. Stick me in front of for my money, the Evercade Versus or whatever the home system was perfect, especially since you could buy cartridges for it. Like,
well, going back real quick to the Analog Pocket, one of the cool things about that is they released an SDK with it too, where you can make your own Game Boy games without really having to know the Game Boy environment. Like it's just a much nicer system to build the games, and it looks cool. Like the idea behind that looks neat.
Oh, that whole system, I'm totally 100% on board with that, especially the little adapters that they were making so that you could play Game Gear and Neo Geo Pocket, and I think there was a TurboGrafx one, right?
There's supposed to be. I don't think the only one out. Actually, they don't have any of them out right now. The Game Gear one's either out or coming soon. That'll be the first one.
So, I mean, I would have bought an Analog Pocket if it was a little bit cheaper.
No, I don't have any. I don't have any of Analog's products, but I've always wanted them. Like they look like they're built nice.
Yeah.
So, Bobby, one of the episodes you and I did, we had a lot of fun with, and I figure we can have some fun with our guests here on this one. I'm going to put you on the spot. Bobby and I did a Desert Island episode. And Danielle and I kind of went through and did something similar to this, but instead of picking 3 or 5, we're just going to say pick 1. How does that sound? So when I say that, you're trapped on. Yeah, well, we don't have the time to record, all this, but we've recorded an episode where, what was the premise on that one?
All right, so you were stuck on a desert island. There was never any hope of escape. There was never any hope of ever seeing your old life again. None of the people you knew, nothing. Like you were literally stuck on this island. Now, the good thing was the food and drink were always they were always there. You always had fresh water. You always had medical supplies. If you broke an arm or something, you fell asleep and it was fixed while you were sleeping. So it was pretty much paradise except for the whole losing all of your friends and family part. But there were certain things furnished on this island for you, but you could only pick so many of each thing. So that's kind of where we were at with it.
Yeah, so we did pick your 5 movies that you would take with you. You couldn't watch anything else, but you had these 5 movies and 5 TV shows. So let's do what do you want to do? We'll say you just want to pick one?
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, let's go with you. So if you could take one movie with you to this desert island, and you had to watch this movie for the rest of your life, what movie would that be?
I'll have to go with the one that we quote the most, Not Another Teen Movie.
Ah, yes. Perfect.
Oh,
yes.
Now keep in mind while you're doing this, keep in mind that you are allowed to pick a streaming service as well. That was one of the.
Well, now you tell me.
No, let's just do straight movie on this one. We did streaming service was another question.
Oh no, I know. But are you running down the list or are you?
No, I'm just picking off random ones.
Okay.
All right, so Danielle, Not Another Teen Movie, and of course, yeah, I can't not agree with on that one. Yeah. Brock, what about you?
Man, only pick one.
Just pick one.
Oh. Instinctively, I would say, because it's me and my wife's favorite movie, but it's Princess Bride, but I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to say Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah,
Princess Bride's a good choice too, though.
Yeah, but Big Trouble in Little China, I can literally put it in, not watch it, and quote it word for word. I've watched it so many times. So, and it never gets old. So I think I could live with watching that one.
All right, Richie, how about you?
Probably the Maltese Falcon.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That is good. I do like me some Dennis Hopper. And I, Italian Bob Hoskins is Italian John Leguizamo too. But I'm still going to stick with Bogart and Greenstreet and Laurie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was close too. But no, probably the Maltese Falcon.
Wow, nice. We don't have to answer this one, Bob, because we've already recorded it.
Yeah,
well, you should tell us. Or do we have to pretend that you listen to the other ones?
You have to pretend you listen to
the other ones.
This is where we can say it's in the archives. Go listen to it.
Yeah. We're off the hook on this one.
All right. So how about TV show? Let's go in the same order. Danielle.
Well, wait. Before you do this, do we just we get the whole series or just an episode from the series?
The whole series.
Okay.
Yeah. That's only fair.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, Danielle, TV show.
Psych.
Oh, yes.
That's a good one.
Yes. Yeah, that's one of our favorite shows. We sat there and we whenever they announce a new movie, we're like children on Christmas. And kind of hoping they bring it back in some form or fashion. That's not just a movie. But Brock, what about you? Or no, Danielle, what you got?
It was between that or My Name is Earl.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, that could be a good segue later on to the final showdown fight of Kevin Smith referencing between Bob and Richie. Brock, what about you? TV show?
You get the whole series?
Yeah, whole series.
I'll go with South Park. There's tons of those episodes.
There you go.
That's funny, Bob. I don't think you and I even talked about South Park.
I don't think we did either.
I'm not like a huge South Park fan, so but there is such a deep run series though that you would have so much content to watch.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I
Yeah.
literally almost pissed myself in the movie theater watching the first movie. So
Richie, you went Maltese Falcons, so I'm really curious to see what your TV show is here.
Yeah. This is what I'm thinking now. I really like Breaking Bad. I don't know if I could watch that over again. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the new season of Dexter, and I could see myself going back and watching the old seasons of it. But I'm also going through Thundercats right now, and it holds up really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's so good.
yeah, but I'm gonna. This is rough.
Yeah.
I also like Gidget, but there was only like 13 episodes of Gidget, so that's probably not the best. Because Sally Fields is hot.
There's only
Probably
13
Dexter. I think I'll stick with Dexter. Yeah, they didn't last long. Oh no. I'm sorry. I changed my mind. It's the original Addams Family. Because you got John Aston, and he's awesome, and you have Carolyn Jones, who's also awesome and hot at the same time.
Hey, fair enough.
There you
See,
go.
if it wasn't for the length of the series, like you'd have to put up with watching a few episodes here and there, I probably would have said something like Dead Like Me or something like that.
Wow. Yes.
But
That's
there was
another one
only there was only a few seasons of that. Whereas South Park, you got what, like 16 or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So,
There should have been more seasons of
I
that.
agree. That was
The
great. Yeah.
South Park, they just had those 2 movies that just came out on. I don't
Paramount
like them, so I
Plus.
don't know what they're on, but yeah, like Paramount Plus. But they were both really good. The COVID movies.
Yeah, I
Post-COVID
really
this, yeah.
enjoyed them.
Bobby, I think you and I went. We'll do a final question here. What do you want to do? You want to do band or do you want to do album?
Oh, see, let's do band because it gives more leeway. Because you could say like we talked about, there's bands that we love that have put out some albums that just suck.
Yeah. We had a whole couple of different episodes on this, and one of the ones we did was a one-hit wonders one, which is actually was interesting.
Yeah.
When we could get into that another day, but yeah. So let's do. Yeah, I like that. Last question: Desert Island. Take a band or musical artist. So could be one singer, whatever.
Their whole catalog.
Yep, Danielle, who you got?
Oh, this is tough because, like, I would pick like a Broadway musical over it, but if I had to pick like one artist, it would probably be Billy Joel.
There you go. That's and obviously, being your husband does not surprise me one bit. So, but no, it's a solid choice.
Yet again,
Real-
his career was over so much that you can listen to so much without getting bored.
Right, and even if you don't like certain parts of the catalog, you're going to be able to find something you like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And this is the part where, yeah, Brock, I can talk about your moonlighting career as a DJ, which is absolutely correct. For all of you who are unaware here, Brock actually does DJ and has. How many years have you DJ'd?
Oh God, I don't even know. Since I was 18, 19, something
So
like
over
that.
20 years.
On and off. Like I just do it for the school really anymore. I guess one of our previous students come back and they're getting married in June and they want me to do their wedding. So I decided I would do that, but I haven't done a wedding for a while, but just mainly school dances and things.
All right. So Mr. DJ, who's your band or artist?
Again, I would have to go with like, my like lifetime memories. And one of my fondest things ever growing up was riding in my dad's like old black A-Team, like A-Team looking van, listen to the Beatles. So I would have to say the Beatles.
Nice.
That's another
Very
good
good.
one.
Yeah, my mom was a huge Beatles fan, so my first concert was Paul McCartney. So it's really hard not for me to not like that one. That's great, man.
If I had to
good
pick
choice.
one, but there's so many other, like
yeah. That's what I
God,
figured.
so much.
Kind of off the cuff, Bob and I did this episode back in the summer, and we were picking 5. So, but for the sake of time and the fact that we'd like to kind of drive you guys a little bonkers, picking one.
All right, so Rich, what do you got?
It'd be the Dead. I mean, if I can listen to all their live stuff, I got 60 years, 70 years worth of music to listen to.
Yeah, that's
And,
true. That's true.
I really like the Dead. The Dead or Zappa, probably the Dead.
Yeah, I feel like the Dead. You're getting just more music overall than Frank Zappa, right? Like,
No, Zappa. I mean, he's got a lot of live stuff too. And what's good about Zappa is it's kind of like a rock jazz. So just like the Dead, you have the same song, but you can have like a myriad of versions of the same song, depending on when you're listening to it.
You said Zappa. I heard
I did say Zappa.
ABBA, and I was
no,
really
that-
shocked
yeah.
for a second. Like really shocked.
No, I mean,
I didn't know Richie liked ABBA so much.
well, he is a dancing queen.
Yeah, it wasn't until Mamma Mia came out, and that's what really got me into it. You were talking about music. I really don't. I mean, as far as musicals go, I like Tommy, and I don't know if that counts, but I watched Cats, and I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the Cats movie.
You
and
watched
the sound.
Wait, you
the
watched
soundtrack
the
to it.
movie and
I
you
did
liked
watch the
it?
movie. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I like weird, and
Wow.
that was weird. It was. Now I would have preferred it if they still had their buttholes, but
Yeah.
for the cut we got, it was. I was entertained. That was my first exposure to Cats too, other than the commercials they used to show all the time.
I will fully admit that like I am probably one of the biggest Broadway fans that you will come across, and I have not seen the Cats movie.
It wasn't good, but it was worth a watch.
I've seen it live, like I've seen the actual show, and the show's phenomenal.
And then I love John Waters. I tried watching Hairspray, and that was horrible, but I like the original one a lot.
Yeah, I grew up watching Hairspray.
Yeah.
Which now I like actually listen to the music, and I'm like, what was my mom thinking? Like, this isn't appropriate for a 5-year-old at all.
I will randomly start hearing in my head, maybe not singing out loud, but that Mr. Mistopheles song from Cats, that one, and the Rumple teaser and
Yes.
Mungo Jerry.
Yeah. Those are the ones that like get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen or heard any of that, so
it was weird. It's worth a watch.
All right, level with me. Did you watch it for the weird cat boobs?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I watched it for Cat Taylor Swift. I'll be perfectly honest. That was
Okay.
Cat Taylor's and Cat Idris Elba. He was also awesome.
Okay.
I don't like what's her name.
Cat Taylor Swift almost got me to watch it, but it just wasn't enough.
I don't know the name of the lead actress, but she was entertaining too. She was, but she was. I guess she's a Broadway singer. She was good.
Yeah, I felt too much like a furry if I would watch that.
It was. There's nothing. No kink shaming.
No, not kink shaming, but I just personally, I'm trying to steer away from.
I watched it for the spectacle. I know I went into it knowing it was going to be horrible, and it lived up to its expectations, and the music was good.
If I can get the butthole cut, I'll watch it.
Dude, what's awesome is there's no set of scale. So like you have some cats that are cat sized, some cats that are people sized, some cats that are mouse sized, and then you have some scenes where they just didn't finish the effects. So you'll see like regular human hands on cats because they didn't motion capture. It's drawn over it.
There is a butthole cut?
There is no butthole cut. No, that's urban legend.
Oh, you're just talking about there's legit, like they legit just messed up.
Oh yeah, they missed. Yeah. Yep.
Get out. That's awesome. Now I want to see it because now I've got to see this train wreck.
I wouldn't call it a train wreck, but it's and you know what? Who's the guy that played Gandalf? Ian McKellen?
Yeah, Ian McKellen.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's really really good in it too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you talking? You were saying about the lead girl. Was it Jennifer Hudson?
No. I'm talking about like the kitten they drop off in the beginning into the water, and then they save her, and she becomes a Jellicle cat, and she's like your analog into the thing. Yeah,
I was gonna say because she played Grisabella, and that was the role that I always like wanted to play when I was growing up.
That's see now. Memories is my least favorite song of the thing, and that's like the big song from the
Yes.
musical.
Yes. I wanted to be the old dirty cat that like.
Yeah.
Francesca Hayward.
I don't know who that is.
Well, of course I Googled it. I'm right here. So
But Brock just knows it off the top of his
Oh,
no, God, no, I didn't know. I watched a preview and I was like, oh, no way. This is terrible.
well, what I learned from this broadcast is that Richie likes ABBA and Brock secretly follows Broadway.
It's Taylor Swift cat version for me too, I guess.
Hey,
That
man.
might get me to watch it.
And Taylor Swift was part of the reason why I didn't want to see it.
Well, I
See,
mean,
I like Taylor Swift for reasons you probably.
Yeah.
I second that.
But also, James Corden kind of looked like he was annoying in it. So,
Well, see, I don't like that Rebel Wilson. Is that her name? I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
I think she's a horrible actress.
but I love her character. That's Jenny Any Dots, Tom.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
one that we say looks like Reese.
Oh, okay.
She's fat and she's got the tabby with the spots.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So, Rich, so has our fight changed from over the Kevin Smith thing to we're going to fight over Taylor Swift cat?
No, I still think Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I want that 2 hours back. Like I bootleg that, and I still want my money back from it.
Dude, I went
I
and
thought
saw
that was the worst movie I've ever seen. Kevin Smith he started smoking pot, and he lost any kind of not that he. I like Clerks. Clerks is really good, and maybe it's just because I watched Clerks at the right time, at the right age, and maybe me being 40 years old isn't going to like the same things I liked as me at 20 years old. But I think he hasn't done a good movie since Dogma. I think Dogma was his last good movie. Although I liked Red State. Red State wasn't horrible.
We're going to fight.
All right. Hey, Rich, that's a good, Bob, I'm going to cut you off because I think that's a great segue into what I wanted to do next.
I listened to his podcast. I cut off a lot of them. But I mean, still, his podcast, we're doing a podcast now. You'll notice that maybe a little drunk, might be some stuttering, and maybe some going off on cats and stuff like that. But none of us is taking, and I've smoked pot. I have no problems with pot. But none of us is taking big hits of pot and coughing through the podcast, which annoys me every time he does that in every podcast that he does.
Fair enough.
I can understand that you smoke pot. That shouldn't be your character
Your
trait.
personality.
Yes.
All right. So we know that you haven't liked anything Kevin Smith's done in 15 years.
And I think his daughter sucks. We mentioned that before. And his daughter's in everything he does. And it's like Godfather 3. We had Sofia Coppola. Sofia Coppola is a great not actress, horrible actress, great director, horrible actress. And she shouldn't have been in Godfather 3. And his daughter shouldn't be in anything that Kevin Smith does.
All right. So using that frame of reference, because I think it's a great segue into Bob, you and I did this too. It was opposite of the Desert Island thing, another episode. But it was basically your absolute worst, right? Because we're the ultimate pessimists, aren't we?
Yeah, we're Negadelphia.
So we're gonna go back around one more time, except we're gonna say, I can't stand this. I never want to see it, listen to it, whatever, ever again. This is not coming on the island with me. This is one of those things that I saw it once, I listened to it once, whatever. No, done. Danielle, worst movie to you ever.
I was totally unprepared because I was Googling what Kevin Smith's daughter looks like.
It's not a looks thing. It's a everything else thing. She's just not a good actress. She shouldn't be. I don't know.
So now, listen, I can agree with you on that, but I went to the Jay and Silent Bob reboot, the double feature.
That was horrible. Oh God, that was horrible.
No, it was not. It was fucking awesome.
It was horrible.
It was. I watched Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, and then I watched Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and I had a great time. And I bought the the Blu-ray. So suck it.
I'd watch Yoga Hosers over again before I'd watch Reboot over again.
His daughter does suck.
And Tusk. I thought Tusk was horrible too, but I'd watch that before I'd watch
See,
Reboot.
no, I didn't see Yoga Hosers or Tusk. But I will tell you right now, here's why you're wrong on the worst movie ever. Because you clearly have never seen An American Carol.
No.
Yeah, go watch that and then tell me that Reboot's the worst movie ever.
See,
And if you
but
still say it, I will fight you in the street.
the problem with Reboot is it came from a director that I used to like. Like, I really like. I think Chasing Amy is probably the peak, like his best thing, and it's all been downhill from there.
Okay. I can almost get behind that because I'll almost get behind that. I'll say that was his peak, but I don't think that Jane Silent Bob Strike Back sucked and Dogma was awesome.
The Dogma was good. I'll give you Dogma, but I don't know. I didn't even like Strike Back that much. Like, I mean, as a kid, it was entertaining. It had good parts, but is that the one with what's a Nubian? That was good. No, what's a Nubian is Chasing Amy. There you go. Yeah. Let's see.
What's a Nubian? And on that note, Danielle, what's your...
Yeah, Danielle, you got a pick yet?
I can't remember the name of it.
Who's in it?
It was that Waterworld movie that, like, from probably 2000.
Waterworld?
No, I don't. It wasn't like Waterworld, but it was like I don't know. It was just a really.
It.
Who was in it?
It's been like 20 years since I've seen it.
Master and Commander?
No, Tom, we used to always joke with Kevin and Matt about how horrible that movie was. And Kevin always was like, oh, it's actually not that bad. And we'd be like, no, it's horrible. You have horrible taste.
Oh, gosh.
And what is it? Like, I can't remember what the name of it was. But it was so awful. I don't even think I watched like the whole thing.
Do you remember anybody who was in it?
No.
Or the premise?
I remember there being water.
This does not help.
Castaway?
Well, Castaway was bad.
No, it wasn't
Castaway.
Castaway.
Was just boring.
This was like it was like science fiction type.
Fahrenheit 9/11?
No. That I'm gonna close my mouth on that one.
Science fiction. An Inconvenient Truth.
No.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I'm like,
all right.
What was that? We got dead air. We got.
Let's. So we'll just pretend that it's
Waterworld.
Waterworld.
if I find it, I will let you know.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Brock, what about you, man?
Rubber.
Rubber?
Yep.
The tire movie?
The tire, yep.
The tire movie?
That's horrible.
Dude, that's the best movie.
I just remember,
that.
my brother loves that thing movie, and I'm like, no, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Dude, Rubber is a classic, just like Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. What are you talking about?
No.
Wait, what about Pool Boy?
Oh, dude, man. Pool Boy's, dude. No. Pool Boy's the best. It's the best.
It's right up there with Monster.
I've got this strawberry rhubarb pie for you. Yeah. Oh, good old Monster. Oh, Rubber. Now, Danielle, that was one that Matt Hill made us watch.
Yes.
And,
amongst many that he made us watch.
Yeah.
And Tire was probably the best.
If it was Matt Hill, I'm surprised Rubber wasn't about a killer condom.
There's actually a movie called Killer Condom from Troma that was actually entertaining. The condoms were designed by the guy that did the Aliens and Alien. I can't think of the guy's name now.
Oh yeah. Oh, why is his name escaping me now?
Because it's some weird foreign name that I can't think of. It's hard to add too many drinks to think of it. Geiger, H.R. Geiger.
Yeah.
All right, Richie. Name a non-Kevin Smith movie that you hate.
Yeah. I really didn't like. What's Eating Gilbert Grape is one of the first thing that comes to mind. I thought that was
really
just boring. Wasn't that great? See, I turn off bad. See, I like Toxic Avenger 3. That was really bad. Maybe it wasn't 3. It's whichever one he went to Japan in. That was a bad movie. I like Troma movies in general, though. You guys were talking about the best streaming service, and I just subscribed to Troma's streaming service, and that's awesome.
Wait, they have
Oh,
a
cool.
streaming service?
They do. It's got every Truman movie ever, plus other stuff.
Huh. That's
They
cool.
can take my money.
Yeah, it's either that or I'm gonna go with Gilbert. I don't watch a lot of. I'll turn off a movie if I think it's too bad, and then there's some movies that are so bad that I go back to enjoying them.
You give it another
All right,
20
so,
watches, and you'll enjoy Reboot.
No, the metal, the iron armor for Kevin Smith, the death lack. It was just horrible. It was a bad movie.
Dude, it was so stupid. It was funny.
I have no hopes for Clerks 3. That's something else. I think it's done because he said people watched it already, and I just I really want it to be good, but I didn't like Clerks 2.
What?
So I just
You didn't like Clerks 2?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, did you watch Zack and Miri make a porno?
I didn't like that either.
What?
No.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
And that had Tracy Lords in it, so you'd think like, oh, this has to be good.
Right.
But no, I didn't know.
Oh, dude, I love that movie.
Man. All right.
I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
TV show. Which one are you not taking with you, Danielle?
Ugh, I'm still trying to find my movie.
All right. So we're gonna skip you then, and pretend that you said Waterworld for TV show as well.
It wasn't Waterworld. I don't think I've ever seen Waterworld. It's not Aquamarine either. That's those are the two things that are showing up when I look up like water movie from 2000. But it's neither of those.
All right, so you're still looking for.
I thought it had dragons.
The Rain of Fire.
Was that it? Am I thinking of that?
Was it Rain of Fire? Was there? Yeah, it was around that era.
Finding Nemo.
No, it was not Finding Nemo. It was just a movie that I remember it being so horrible that I couldn't even get through it. But
I remember seeing a. I think that's what it was. Came out around then.
The Weight of Water?
No.
No.
All right. So do you have nothing on TV show then? Right now.
Skip me and come back to me.
All right, we'll come back to you. Brock, TV show. What do you got?
Oh God, I have no idea. TV show. You may have to skip me too for a minute.
My goodness.
I don't want dead air.
My goodness. Richie.
I don't like a lot of reality shows, so I'm going to pick just two of them off the top of my head. I've only seen like 5 minutes of Jersey Shore, and I think that we should just kill everyone in that and make sure that they can't breed. And
Jersey Shore's my pick.
Some of them probably already bred, but I think even worse than that is the Kardashians. I think they're all horrible people and should die in very painful ways.
I agree.
Hey,
preferably publicly.
The views of the Noise Brigade are not representative by our guests.
I think that the whole state of New Jersey should sue that show because that's like the biggest question I get is like, oh, like the Jersey Shore? No, that's not.
Jersey should just be split in two.
Yes.
So we have North Jersey and South Jersey.
Amen.
But then a majority of them weren't even from New Jersey. They were from New York. Yeah.
Brock, this is like the Illinois conversation. Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
Where it's like Chicago and then the rest of the state.
And if we split up Jersey, Kevin Smith's from North Jersey, so I don't have to deal with him anymore being from Jersey.
Oh my God.
I love how like our end of the year episode turned into a dump on Kevin Smith.
No, hey, no, just one person is dumping on Kevin Smith.
His podcast, I remember listening to the podcast he did with Jay, where it was like Jay was getting off of drugs for real or whatever. And I would walk through the city listening, this is really good. This is an entertaining to listen to and stuff like that. Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. That's what it was. And now I listen to him, like I said, just he's talking with Fat Man on Black Man, and then the black guy is really good, and then Kevin Smith's just sitting in the corner saying stupid jokes and coughing every 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, see, I'm not saying he's like an expert entertainer at this point. I'm just saying I like his movies.
All right, last one. Musical artist or band, Danielle, do you have anything that's not Waterworld?
Thank God Kevin Smith didn't make any albums.
I don't like being first. I don't like being like having that like. I have too much
All right,
anxiety for this.
Do we want to go? We'll reverse it. We'll let Richie go.
Yeah,
first?
let's get Richie go first. He'll probably say Kevin Smith though, so it really doesn't matter.
Now, the first thing that came to mind, which is a shame because, again, this is somebody who I really used to love, and I think he's a fantastic musician. But if you've been following the news, Eric Clapton and Van Morrison have got together to do a pile of anti-vaxxing songs.
Listen,
And it's just
Eric Clapton. Did you see that shit that he did in Germany?
Are we talking about the stuff he did like in the 70s or whenever it was?
No.
Oh.
So some lady back.
Oh
in
yeah.
the 90s,
No,
her husband bought.
Now it may be because I worked in the law firm for so long, but I don't know the specifics of that. But it's possible that it was somebody that worked for him and sued for copyright. But what goes on with copyright law, not to break into the thing, is if you don't go after people for breaking copyright for stuff like that, then it sets a precedent that you're not going to protect your copyright. You can actually lose it. So sometimes it's just automatic strikes at copyright things. But yeah, I did hear before she tried to sell a record she didn't know was bootleg. It turned out it was a bootleg, and she has to pay the court costs, like $4,000 or something for a record. She or a CD she was trying to sell for $4. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the girl that was selling on eBay, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm just talking more about his political stances that he's made lately.
Oh yeah, well he's a douchebag anyway.
Gotcha. Okay, Brock, what you got?
Anything from Ping Pong. I'm so baby sharked out. I couldn't.
Yeah, poor Brock has a lot of little ones in the house, so I get that one.
Got another one coming. So.
Oh man, yeah, that's yeah. I don't know. I'm just gonna pray a lot for you, sir.
I think it's too late for that. Just enjoy your life, Tom.
Yeah, Brock, you're gonna have you will have 4 that are all gonna be under the age of what?
Well, technically 6.
Wow.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Brinley won't turn 7 till that July, and he'll be here probably late March.
My goodness.
April. So.
Woo. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna need a bigger house.
Yeah. Yes, you are. The ping pong thing makes I can understand why.
Better you guys than me.
All right, Danielle, did you figure out something yet?
Yeah, and I think that I'm going to lose some fans here, but I'm going to say Taylor Swift.
Oh no, dude, my Taylor Swift stuff's not anything to do with her music. I mean, her music.
Yeah, no, I barely know what she sings, so.
I just like her. I find that like it's like that earworm. It like eats away at your brain.
Yeah, ping pong, got it.
Yes.
Hey Danielle, we are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together.
Did we ever figure out how to mute other people?
Yeah, I can.
You know,
Danielle, just shake it off.
I didn't like the first. What the hell is her name? Billie Eilish. I didn't like the first Billie Eilish album because I don't like techno music. I think I've decided that I'm just too old for techno. Like that's the ages younger than me, and I'm too old to understand it. Because I tried listening to Skrillex too, and that was just noise. But her last album.
Oh, here we go.
Her last album was really good. Billie Eilish's album because it was closer to a Amy Winehouse than like a techno thing.
I think her first album, she got really, really big off of the whole idea of the ASMR, like where you're really super up close to the microphone and you can basically like hear like their teeth clicking as they're talking. Like that's how I feel when I hear any of her like songs from her first album.
Yeah. But then it had that weird techno noise too, and I just don't like. I tried and I just can't. Like it's just not for me.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I've ever heard any of her stuff.
Ooh, Billie Eilish?
You probably had and not realized it.
Well, I mean, I don't listen to the radio at all. So.
Yeah, but you actually go out. You actually go out though, so you've had to heard it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bad Guy's not bad, but
you
that was as close as we could get.
most of these bars down here, they're either playing like 90s like new metal or they're playing country.
Oh, that's right.
Boy,
Because y'all
now-
just figured out who Limp Bizkit was, right?
Right. Limp Bizkit, we just got $2 bill, y'all.
you
Starting to
Tell
come
me
up.
you're not serious.
you say bar in Florida, and I'm thinking that there's maybe 5 teeth total in the bar. And
That's in Fort Myers.
And all of those are Bob's.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking all the women who are in their 40s and 50s are still wearing cutoff shorts and belly shirts with the bad tans.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is what I aspire to be, Tom. This is what I want.
Life goals.
Hey, and I'm not knocking on where we live, but that would be a better place.
We could be what we are now, just in a sunnier place.
Where are you guys at?
We're in Kentucky, dude.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into what I think about Kentucky because I would just get kicked off the show. You guys aren't related, right?
Dude, we grew up in New Jersey, man. You've known us since we were in high school.
Yes.
Yeah, Kentucky has to have like this system where they like pay people from out of state to come in just to bring in new blood.
Raise the yeah.
Dude, the only saving grace is that one, we're in Western Kentucky, because again, if you talk about North and South Jersey, and then like Northern Illinois, Southern Illinois, Western Kentucky and Eastern Kentucky are completely different. Eastern Kentucky is West Virginia, basically.
Yeah,
and that's completely different.
Those are the mountain people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, easy. My family.
It's very, what's weird though, Rich, about like where we live, it's very hippie-ish. It's strange. It's a very eclectic area.
Well, that's like Austin in Texas. You have the rest of Texas, and then you have that one little part that's, Austin.
Yeah, we have the. It's very. It's weird. It's like there's a lot of places around us that are true Southern, but Paducah itself, especially Paducah proper, there's a very like a good chunk of people like we don't associate with because of like how proper they are. It's just the way it is.
Remember when we were kids and we could watch all the Bugs Bunny cartoons, and they had those ones with the square dancing redneck guys from
the Two Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Kentucky.
My goodness.
That's one of the greatest episodes, I think, too.
Hey, I will tell you that when we moved down here, like our the house that we have, and actually all the houses that we've had have city water and city sewer, and that wasn't even the case when we lived up in New Jersey.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, wow, we're
we have more.
Step up.
We have more city service here than we ever did in New Jersey. Like it's insane.
I don't care if she is my cousin.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not.
Yeah,
going
don't
to.
say it. Don't say it.
Nope,
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Nope.
That you guys might actually be cousins.
No, we are not cousins. No.
God, I hope not.
Trump won that election. It was stolen.
They done stole it.
All right.
I was gonna say, have you seen us? We don't even.
No,
look
not
alike.
even. Yeah, no, you don't look alike at all.
The one thing I did want to
Good, Tom. They're not on to us.
Thank God.
Except for, I mean, never mind.
The one thing I did want to kind of close us up here with, Danielle. Whenever we recorded, we ended up with a great quip of how we reference our podcast now with doublewidecoffin.com. So Richie, if you're interested in the archives, that's doublewidecoffin.com.
Yes.
Now
that sounds like a personal attack.
No.
I assure you it is not.
No, it is not. Yeah, you have to listen to the archives to find that it's not a personal attack. No, we kind of recorded something in regards to a Halloween episode, and that came out, and then it involved Bob and Danielle being buried together. Yeah, it was really strange.
Why were we being buried together?
I don't know, because Danielle kicked me out or something. That was weird.
Because you wanted a corn dog butt plug.
That's it. Yep. Yep.
This,
Yeah.
See, I don't
sounds,
remember that part of the conversation.
This
It was
sounds like
a
a Pornhub thing.
it was a Twix double person coffin.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
it
it
was
was.
the Twix
Like you could be
double
the left Twix and I could be the right Twix.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Boy, we
I
were-
don't remember why why that went that way.
Boy,
but
we recorded some crap this year, didn't we?
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's and
Welcome to 2021.
the funniest thing is the very first episode, which we missed. So what really sucks is we missed our number 37. We could have made all kinds of
row?
37 jokes in a row. So
Back when Kevin Smith was good. See? He peaked.
I
Peaked early.
forget.
Bob, whenever you post this, you need to tag Kevin Smith and then just post
No.
Richie's address.
Well, yeah, that's what I should do because I enjoy Kevin
say
Smith.
this
I-
guy
If you remember the
daughter.
cartoon, if you go back to the cartoon, there was that scene where Judge Reinhold was in the court and they were asking for their money back. That's what it'd be. Like, listen, I didn't even pay for reboot. I still want my money back. I bootlegged it. I want my time back.
Listen, no, because I have the cartoon on DVD and I enjoyed the cartoon too.
The cartoon was good. The cartoon, yeah. I just
No, the only I can
it was
honestly
before his daughter was born. Maybe it's just his daughter. Maybe if we take her out, it'll be entertaining again.
out of all of the Kevin Smith stuff that he's done, the only movie that I can look back and say, why did I like that, was Jersey Girl. Because Jersey Girl was just bad.
I had George Carlin in it though.
It did have George Carlin, but so did Strike Back.
Yeah. He was more a Jersey Girl though.
Yeah, but it was still not a good movie.
I think it's because it was so bland comparatively.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. It was kind of tame compared to and Cop Out.
Cop Out doesn't count. You don't think he wrote that? I'm just going by movies he wrote.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's not one of his, is it?
No, he just directed
He
it.
directed it, but also Bruce Willis was in it, and he was a douche.
Well, actually, I like Bruce Willis in general, though. I was going to show him Ben Affleck, but I generally like Ben Affleck too.
Yeah,
I
like Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I like Ben Affleck more than I like Bruce Willis.
Die
Bruce
Hard is
Willis
Christmas
is a
movie.
Bruce Willis is
Fifth
a
Element
douchebag.
too.
All right, Bobby, we got anything we're gonna finish up the year here with? Any last quips?
Hope it's better. Hope next year's better than this one.
The bar is not very high.
Yeah, I mean we're riding a losing streak here a couple of years, so let's
We had 1 year's worth of recording, and that's what you have. I hope that next year's better than this one.
We gave it the college try.
Yeah, we had a solid try.
Not only
Hey, man,
that, but it was a
listen.
question too.
I
it
hope
was
it's
good enough
better.
for government work. No, I just all right. So I genuinely hope that anyone who actually tuned in and listened, obviously not Richie, enjoyed what they heard. I hope you got some kind of enjoyment out of us being stupid on the internet. Hopefully we continue to do this, ad nauseum and until you at least get nauseous. And we get more listeners, and then we can quit our jobs and just be assholes on the internet that get paid money.
Yo, hey, you know what we have to do though on this one?
What?
We have to say a special shout out to Kevin Hollywood.
Oh, we do.
I was
need
just
to get
about to ask that.
Yep.
We do need to get a special shout out to Kevin Hollywood. Hey, Hollywood, devils suck.
Yep. Make sure we got to
yeah.
make sure you put that in the notes.
I think that may be the new running gag.
Yeah. I was
Does
listening
anybody
to
else have a message for Hollywood?
Is he a Trump? I bet he's a Trump supporter.
Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know. I stay away from the politics stuff.
Yeah, we don't do politics or religion or.
It's okay to hate Kevin Smith, though, right?
Fuck you.
I will say
No.
he looks good. He lost all that weight.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
jealous
he
of him.
looks good after his daughter found it all, though. So he lost all that weight.
God. No, listen, his daughter's cute.
No, she's not.
She is. I'm going on record right now. I'll say his daughter's cute.
You're just desperate. It's okay, Bob.
Wow. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not
Her
wrong.
name is Harley Quinn. I would leave that far away. Like,
unless
Don't
your name's
mess with
Puddin.
that.
See, the problem with that is she's always side by side with Depp's daughter, who's super hot. So it's just, yeah,
See,
you don't
I've
do
never
that.
seen Depp's daughter.
Yes, you did. Have you seen, what the hell was that?
Never
Yoga
saw it.
Hosers. Have you seen Yoga Hosers?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. It was bad. I wouldn't recommend it, but Johnny Depp's daughter's the co-lead in that.
That's coming from the guy that liked cats. So
I did like Cats, yes. But Cats was one of those so bad it's good. This was just bad.
Just like Reboot. So anyway, so I guess if I can leave you guys with anything, go watch Cats. So,
Who was the KKK guy in Reboot? That was the worst. That wasn't the worst
Jericho.
part, but that was bad. I don't like that either. That just wasn't.
Chris Jericho.
I don't like it.
Well, you know what?
Oh, so now he's dumping on AEW.
Yeah, now he's dumping on A&W.
A&W? AEW?
No. It's A&W. Have you been keeping up with?
Are we
with,
wrestling, drinking root beer?
with Danhausen and the Ass Boys?
I like.
No.
I don't know. I like. Well, I don't know. I've never seen him wrestle, but I like Danhausen's YouTube channel. I like doing that.
Oh, Danhausen's fantastic. There we go. You know what? All right, that's how I'm going to sign off for 2021. AEW, Tony Khan, sign Danhausen, give him lots of bags of human money. He is amazing. He's gotten over Billy Gunn's sons, who weren't getting over on their own. They're now coined as the Ass Boys, and even Billy Gunn thanked him and wore an Ass Boys shirt. AEW sells an Ass Boys shirt thanks to Danhausen.
what do you mean by human money?
Well, I mean, as opposed to like demon money or like animal money.
That's just a thing from the character.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because he needs to buy a PT Cruiser and a blimp. Rich, do you still have your PT Cruiser?
No, I got a Mini Cooper instead.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can't help him with the PT Cruiser then.
I saw a video of a Mini Cooper pulling a RV.
I saw that too. What was wrong with that?
It was a nice car.
They said that they can pull quite a bit of weight. They can do like the flat top RVs.
Really?
Oh,
Campers.
the pop-ups?
Like the pop, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, my Challenger can tow 1,000 pounds, so I could.
You know, I used to like RVD a lot too, and then I follow him on Twitter. I don't like him anymore either. I think I'm just getting old and grumpy.
That's what it is. We're getting old and grumpy.
He just hawks his CBD oil. Be all right.
Yeah. That's all he does anymore is just.
Yeah. You know.
And then like is he married to? I don't know. He's got like these two.
Yeah, he's
women
got like
too.
two
That he
wives?
just kind of. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know.
Is he Mormon now?
I have no idea. I still prefer him over Kevin Smith though.
God, I hate you.
I think that's a good way to close this out.
All right, guys. Well, until next year, we've been the Noise Brigade. They've been Richie, Brock, and Danielle, and you've probably been bored. But hey, check us out next time.